Hey folks, welcome back to Lucky Day Farm. We got a little chilly morning here in the shop, but it's starting to heat up a little bit in here with the heater going, so hopefully this is the last time we have to use it. Today we're going to start working on the brooder box. Got the chicks coming in a week or two, hopefully, so I want to be prepared for that. So let's get started on the box. Alright, so here's the materials I got to start with today. So I went to Menards and bought some OSB boards. I got 2 foot by 8 foot boards, bought 2 of them. And then I have some 2x2s that I had in the shop here already. So I'm going to make a 2x4 box, and that's going to be 2 feet tall. And then I got an old screen door here that I think I'm going to use for the top, so the cats and the other critters can't get in there to get to the chicks. Gonna have to go buy a heat lamp and some other stuff for inside the brooder, but I think I'm going to put that on my next episode. So today I'm just going to work on building the box. So let's get started by cutting these 8 foot boards into 4 foot boards, and then we'll cut one of the 4 foot and a half into 2 foot boards. So you'll understand why as you follow along. So let's get started on this. All right, so I'm going to grab one of these 8 footers. I'm going to cut this in half into 4 foot. My circular saw there. You got a pencil. Mark this in 4 feet. One thing I don't have is I don't have a square, a long steel ruler or anything out here, so where are my marks? Where did I put them? Here they are. So I'm just going to use this board, it'll be close enough, I think. Hopefully the board is square. Not square, but straight. So, got a battery for my saw here. Make sure it's a fresh one. Definitely love my DeWalt tools here. They are pretty slick. I like them. It's nice having a battery operated one that I can bring out when I have to do some fencing or anything outside. Comes in pretty handy. They don't have to have a bring generator or battery pack out there with me to run power tools. It's definitely needed on the farm here. So, all right, let's get this one cut in half here. All right, here we go. Here's nothing. All right, number one, let's get some glasses on. Safety first, folks. Safety first. Alright. Let's get this other one here. Here we go. Alright, so now we got four 4-footers. I'm going to take one of these, I'm going to cut it down to 2 feet, 2 foot boards. So these will be at the end of the box. So everybody can visualize, I'm going to have 4 foot long boards on the sides. I'm going to have 4 foot long board on the bottom. And I'm going to use my 2-footers for the ends. Makeshift sawhorse here. It's one thing I got to invest in, I guess. I haven't really needed it up until now, but I guess now will be one of the times where I need it. Alright, let's get the last cut here. This should be the last cut of it, so here we go. Alright, there we go. 3 4-footers, 2 2-footers. All right, so my OSB here is a 1/2 inch thick. So I'm going to put the 2-inch boards, or sorry, not the 2-inch, the 2-foot boards and the 4-foots on the sides here like this. So when I got a 1/2 inch here, I'm going to put some 2x2s in the corner. So I'm going to get all these together. So I'm going to have to take, so I'm going to put the boards up here. So I'm just going to, you got a 1/2 inch, 24 inches up here. So we got 23.5 inch boards I'm going to cut here. So I'm going to need 4 of those for each of the 4 corners. All right, so I noticed I was going to cut these down to 23.5 and then go into 23. Some of the reason is when I mount these in here, I don't really care if it goes all the way up flush to the top. Maybe I should, but I guess I don't. So the main important thing is I'm just going to put these 2x2s in the corner here, and then when I put my other 4-foot section across here, it will just screw onto these boards as well. So let's get this box put together. Let's have some fun. Alright, so I got my 2-foot end done here. As you can see in my video, so what I did is I put the 2x2s on the inside here. I just lined it up with the bottom and just screwed this first board up, and then I was able to just lay them down once I had the board in place, screw the rest of the board in. So now all I gotta do is just do the other side. Let's go do the other 2-foot side first, and then I will start assembling the whole box together while putting the sides on. All right, so as you can see, I have the two ends done now. So we're ready to go and start attaching the sides to it, and then once I get the sides on, we'll screw in the bottom to get the bottom attached to these boards too. I think it's coming together pretty good. Left the video there because I had to let well, she thought she wanted to go outside. So she's being a little stinker right now. Yeah, learning a little bit while I do this. Saw this idea online somewhere, so I think I'm gonna like this. Going with this size of box just because I can put the chicks in this box and I don't have to transfer them to a bigger one. So I can just start them in just a kind of a bigger box. I know some people start with like a little Rubbermaid box and then just move them over to a bigger one before they actually put them out in the coop outside. But I think I like the idea of just starting them in a nice big box, and then they can just stay in there until they're ready to go outside. So let's finish this thing up. All right, folks, you can probably see the little bit of hey Scotty, a little bit of confusion on my time lapse there. So when I was doing this box, the math in my head just I wasn't thinking. Didn't even think about this. So I got cut my 48-inch boards here, 4-foot boards, but I was going to put my other end piece on, and I noticed it's off by about a little over ½ an inch, I guess. But I'm starting the other one right up to the corner of it. Well, of course it's going to be, if we got 48-inch boards and they're starting past the edge there, right at the edge of the other board, as you can see there. Of course I'm going to be a little bit short over here. So what I think I'm going to do is just take a ½ inch off the end here. Kind of a pain in the ass, but I didn't even think about it. Yeah, so guess I'm learning, and hopefully you guys learn from my mistake here too. All right, winner, I guess. Use the flush bottom here. Yeah, there we go. That's been much better. I think this is going to be just fine. Maybe I'm overthinking things. But I guess it's my style, just changing it up as I go. I think this is going to be just fine for the chicks. Maybe I should have drew things out on paper first, but like I said in previous videos, it's not my style. I kind of make it up as I go. Let's get this end board up here. There we go. Thanks, Connie. Maybe grab my level. Make sure it's a little up and down, I guess. Guess I didn't do it on the other side, but other levels in the house, so I think this one. Yep. Good enough, I think. Good enough for who it's for. more screws on here. I think it's I don't know, I think it's just as important to show people your mistakes as you make as you go along as what you're doing right. Not everybody makes a perfect product, so I'm definitely not a carpenter. I think my skills are okay, but yeah, I'm liking the way this is going. It's got one side to go here. Let's get that one on, and then we'll get the bottom piece on. All right. All right, got my box done. I got the sides done, so I just got to put the floor on it now. Turned out all right. Like I said, made a couple mistakes along the way, but I think it's just as important to show everybody my mistakes, so maybe you can learn from them as well. Let's get the floor on this box, and then we'll think about what we're going to do for the top of it. Like I said, I think I have a screen door that I can use. It's pretty close to size. Let's see how that'll work too. So let's keep at it. All right, everybody, so I got the box done. Got a nice floor on it. I think it's pretty solid. I like how it turned out. It's good enough for the chicks, that's for sure. It's good enough for who it's for, as my father-in-law Dan would say. So now I got this old screen door here, and trying to figure out how I'm going to get this. It's a little too big, but I think I got an idea. So this top part here is about the size of what I have on the top. So what I'm thinking I'm doing, it's obviously a little big. I think the hangover is going to be just fine. I can figure out a way to latch that down, or just put a brick over the top of this just to hold it down, so the animal or I guess the cats or the dog can't push it up. So to shorten this end up, I think what I'm gonna do is I got this piece of pine here that I've been using to draw my lines on the board where to cut. It's about the perfect thickness, or I think I can just cut this board, put it in here, and then cut off this end piece, and then just restaple the screen. The screen's broken over here anyway, so I think that'll be all right. You know, if I ruin it, I ruin it. Like I said, I don't know where this door came from. Obviously from some building on the property that it's not used or anything else anymore. So yeah, let's try to figure this out. Let's try it, see what happens. All right, so I got my screen door. It might actually be a window, so I apologize. A screened window here. So I got the end cut off, And what I did is I found these little trim pieces. I'm gonna add these little trim pieces here, and then add a piece going down the end. So let's see if I can figure this out. All right, so I got the screen on the top of it. I think it's gonna work pretty slick. So I just cut the end off. Put a couple boards at the end there. Nailed down stapled and glued down the screen. So that should not be going anywhere. So you can be pretty slick. So I'm just gonna put some hinges on the back, and then just be able to open up the brooder box here. I think that's pretty slick. I love using materials from around the property here. I think it's a really good thing to do, to recycle materials that you're not using. I think it looks pretty sharp too. So. Well, everybody, thanks for joining me on my adventure in building my brooder box today. Hopefully everybody learned a little something from it. Learned not what to do. Maybe you guys will make an improved brooder box from what I made today. Used a little bit of recycled material, which I love doing. Hopefully everybody can find ways to do that as well. Hopefully everybody has a happy and a lucky day, and we'll see you next week.